Hey guys, and welcome back to another Cooking with Positive Smash. I hope you all are having a great night tonight. We are going to be cooking some quesaritos. This is a combination between a quesadilla and a burrito. So I've got my Cuisinart griddler plugged in. We're going to turn that on to probably just 250, not too hot. All we want to do is melt the cheese. Not yet. First we have to work on the beans. So what we need for this recipe are some big flour tortilla, burrito-sized tortillas, some cilantro, some salsa of your choice. I was thinking of making some, but it's now a little bit late, so I'm just going to use the pico de gallo that I picked up yesterday. We're going to need some Mexican cheese, that is a must. Some black beans, chili powder, ground cumin, a quarter cup of an onion, a avocado, jalapeno, garlic, lime, and then I also have some Spanish rice. So I was going to say Mexican rice, but it's Spanish rice. That was racist. Okay, I'm going to put the cheese back in the fridge real quick. Alright, what we're going to work on first is our bean stuff, and while the beans are cooking, we will get working on the guacamole. So let me tilt you down. Okay, I'm going to start off with this jalapeno. I'm going to clean and de-seed it. I use a glove so that my hand, if it's like a super extra spicy jalapeno, doesn't get completely killed. I'm going to go over the sink and run the knife around the rim and get the seeds out of there. Okay, now what we're going to do is take, I was using the smaller knife just to get in there. I'm going to use the bigger knife to kind of try to dice it up with these big old, with this plastic bag on my hand. I've just had too many instances of like a wickedly spicy jalapeno. It freaking doesn't dye my hands, but like, oh, it's just covered in spice. Okay, that's good. I guess I probably should have done that last, since now I'm going to be touching the cutting board with doing the garlic and onion, but it's okay. It's just really when I'm dealing with the seeds and the juice. Okay, so now we're going to take this onion. It's kind of old, so I'm just going to take this knife, freshen it up a little bit, take as little as I can off of here, but while also still making it fresh. I'm going to turn the oil up to medium so that it's heating up while I do this, because I'm going to pretty much cut up the onion and throw them right in that pan. Stay in there, little buddy. Alright. Okay. There you go, nice even dice on all those onions. I'm going to get rid of this real quick, and then we'll throw the onions into the pan. Okay, and I'm not going to show you this part because as soon as I throw them in, I'm going to get to dealing with the garlic. Oh, just a little sizzle, just a baby sizzle, that's fine. And I need to remember to stop yelling. It's a habit. I like to yell. I like to be loud. I just want to make sure you can hear me, but I know that sometimes I'm like extra screaming at the camera. It's not cool. Not cool, man. Okay, cut off the little bottom and the yuckies. Cut out the yuckies. Another chunky yucky. going to put those in with the jalapenos, because once I put the jalapenos in, I'll put those guys in. I'm going to go get rid of this. I'll be right back. Okay, the onions are just kind of breaking down a little bit. While it does, I'm going to do this avocado. Fuck me. Oh yeah. I've just been getting it awesome on the avocados lately. The tip is not to, don't squeeze your avocados. Don't squeeze them. Look at the tip. So usually they'll have a little nub on there. If you feel it and feel like, oh yeah, that's got a little bit of a nice texture to it, and then you take that off and then you see that it's that kind of green, that is right. That's good to go. Helpful little tip. It's definitely helped me master the art of buying good avocados every time. Okay. Don't do that, kids. I am a professional. Okay. Those onions are about done. Skin out of there. Okay. Juice of a lime. That southern accent last night was just too fun for me. Alright, give me 2 seconds. She told me to love me. Bye-bye. Can you look at that recipe for me? Okay, I am back, and at this point we are going to add the jalapenos and garlic, and I'll also probably just move you guys over in just a second, because at this point all that's left is what we're going to add the cumin and coriander. Well, no, it's not all that's left, but all that's left in this step. I'm going to move my beans over here. I'm just going to smash this down with some, maybe the rest of this lime, some salt and pepper. I brought out an extra lime if I needed it. I will definitely chop up some of this cilantro before we make the tacos. And we're going to add these in just a second. So let me move you over. Okay, now this stuff is going. We're just going to do this until the garlic's kind of fragrant. It's the real big hitting on the side of the pan. It's just like moves the camera too. Kills me. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I need some water. Hot water. How I love thee. Okay, let me find out how much of that we need. We're going to need 3/4 of a teaspoon of both of them. You guys know how I do. This is a teaspoon. That's about 3/4 to me. Okay, that's about right. That smells yummy. I'm sorry. Okay, beans. Drain and rinse the beans. And we're just going to cook this for a couple minutes until the beans are heated up. I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to finish the guacamole, and I'm also going to cut up the cilantro, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, these beans have been on here for probably, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. Not that long. They're looking pretty well heated. Okay, now we're going to bring you over to the other side of my kitchen, and we're going to mess with the griddler. Okay, now we are over here. We're going to open up our griddler. We're going to take a tortilla shell. We're going to put it on there and put some cheese on real quick. And all we're wanting to do here is kind of melt the cheese. Okay. I don't want to skimp on the cheese because it's supposed to be like a quesadilla burrito. So I'd like there to be cheese all over it. Just a tiny bit more. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is close it, unlock it so that it doesn't touch the cheese. I gotta snap it forward. Okay. So that, are you gonna touch the cheese? Okay, there we go. I'm going to do it for about a minute and I will be right back. Okay, so it's been about a minute and that's what we've got going. I've got some aluminum foil on the other side of the kitchen, so we're going to move you over to there again. Alright, and we kind of want to work quick since it's nice and soft. We don't want it to get hard. We're going to take our rice down the middle. Get some of those tomatoes in there. Okay. Little fat burrito. Want some beans. Oh yeah. All up on there. Okay. Push it a little bit more towards the middle. Okay. A little bit of cilantro. Pico de gallo. Scrimp on that pico. And some guacamole. Because this is not Chipotle. There is no 50-cent extra for guacamole. You get guacamole if you want guacamole. And that guacamole is delicious. Okay, there's my boyfriend, so I'm going to add a little bit of green onions to his. He loves green onions. Okay. You take it and you tuck both ends, and then you roll it. Sometimes you need something to like push the insides up against that. Okay. Roll it. Oof. There we go. Yes, baby. A little burrito baby. Okay. Sorry for the aluminum noises. Okay, there you have it. There's the first one. So I'm going to do one more. I'll be right back. Alright, we got our 3 little babies. I turned this guy up to 350. One of them's going to have straight up and down. Can I squeeze? Yep. Okay. That's perfect. Alright. And then again, where's my towel? I'm going to pop down the front. Okay. I'm going to find where it just kind of sits on them. I don't want to squish them. Okay, we're gonna let this go for 3 to 4 minutes and then I will be back. Okay, our quesaritos are done. This is what they kind of look like. I was just checking. They get kind of crispy and golden. Just a little bit. Don't want to overdo them. So I'm going to move you guys over so I can say goodbye. If you guys enjoyed tonight's Cooking with Positive Smash, please smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I try to make new videos every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow for, I think, a tomato almond pasta. Sounds pretty good. I'll see you guys then. Bye!